Now, this is my friend. This was him. He was big, like last year. How many have been trying to work so hard on their weight and also itaenda lini? This was him. He's worked so hard. There's nothing as great as believing in yourself and working hard towards your goal. Now, this was him some time back. He was big. It's Big Ted. You know him? Rise up on your feet. You want to see how he looks right now? And he was our MC here at Churchill Live, and thank God so much. Right now he's working in the presidency, director, state branding and events. Rise up on your feet as I introduce our first guest for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love for Big Ted.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Churchill.
All right, Big Ted. What do you say to me?
And now, Nairobi, put your hands together for Churchill Show.
All right, Big Ted. Karibu sana, settle down. Big Ted.
Thank you.
Big Ted, now you're no longer Big Ted.
Nani alikuambia?
Sasa utaitwaje because
Who told you?
wewe hata ulikuwa unafungwa diaper ama ulikuwa unavalishwa leso?
Hii ni tandarua. Ebu vaa.
Seriously? Naweza tosha kwa mguu moja.
Wacha nikupe ingine. Wapi ile jacket yangu? Where's my
There's
friend?
a whole someone else can fit in here.
Where's my trench? Thank you.
Come fit here. Njoo hapa. Njoo. Jiingize hapa. That's how serious it is, my brother. I think someone else can fit here. Tusaidie na jacket.
Wacha niwapatie.
Mhudumu. Yeah, what's up? And now, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine this was one person? Rudisha your wallet.
Tunakuona mtu wangu.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Let's appreciate Big Ted, by the way, and thank you so much.
Yes.
Unatoaga suruali aje wewe?
Na mguu yote mbili. Na hii ilikuwa boxer.
How many kilos have you shed so far?
Well, let's say at the top I was 168.
168?
Yes. Now I'm 97. Yeah.
Are you planning kuendelea reduce?
Okay, so what happens is there's something called BMI. BMI is your perfect weight that your height should be able to accommodate. Because one of the things you need to know about weight is your body is not built to handle weight. And the older you get, a couple of things happen around your knees, your back, which if you don't take care of can help you or can make you suffer a lot of consequences. For example, who can guess how old I am? How old do I look?
38. They are saying 38.
No. All right, that's how you guys failed exams, but it's how. Yes, so
You haven't said. How old are you now? You're a dude, so unaweza sema.
I'm 44.
44. Looking amazing.
Yeah, feeling amazing
So
too.
uliamka tu siku moja ukasema no, it's enough.
Well, I've tried to lose weight for a very long time. There's no diet I've not tried. I've done each and every diet you can think about. I've done the General Motors diet, I've done the low protein diet, I've done the high protein diet, no carbs diet. I've done any diet. There's actually a lady in South B, Churchill Show, if you're watching, Habari. She gives you juices and you drink them for like a whole week. You lose X number of kilos. I've done everything. And while for the longest time I had a big body, I had a big frame, and everybody was happy telling me, they'll call me Big E, they'll call me Heavy D, they'll call me Heavy and everything. It's good. But deep inside my heart, I always wanted to do other things which other people do. So I tried to go to the gym. I mean, these gyms in Nairobi, I think have been built with my money. Because, I mean, I'll do aerobics, I can do all that. But I wanted to take the flight of stairs without breathing so heavy. I wanted to sleep without snoring. Yeah.
So now you sleep without snoring?
At all. I don't snore. Yeah.
Big Ted Ambade, congratulations for your position right now.
Yeah.
Big Ted is the gentleman who used to invite me on stage.
Yes, for 6 years, right here on this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa mdosi yake na
Ulikuwa unanilipa
ako
lakini
presidency na bado tuko hapa. Tutakutuma kwa mtukufu rais. Now, so when you started losing weight, watu walianza kusemaje from church, neighbors?
So the thing about Kenyanese is the habits that Kenyans have. Is the first thing ukiona mtu ana lose weight ni ujamaa amekanyaga waya, you know. And then watu waulizi hivyo, watu wanauliza zile za naje sijakuona siku mob umechange. You know, like they're trying to prompt you to tell them something.
Yeah.
And then there are some of them wale waoye.
Yeah.
Ni yani, badi uko sawa. Kuna kitu wrong ama, you know. And then there are those ones who don't care. Buddha, unatuacha nini? So yeah.
So ulikuwa una respond aje?
Well, it depends. Ukinipata siku mbaya na pia mimi nakurudi na wewe hivyo. Lakini on a good day I try and explain to you the process. What I went through. And then of course there are people who tell me I loved you when you were bigger and everything, but you didn't tell me. Unaniambia sahi. Okay? But the things that I've been able to do. One of the things that big people are not able to do is to shop. And you can walk into a shop and you see a good piece of cloth. Ani hata fundi akianza kupimia nguo inakuwa ni story. Unajua wewe ni mkubwa sana, sasa hii lazima ikuwe kilomita 3. Yaani ashaanza kujitetea hata kabla akujenge nguo.
Ulikuwa unafanya ready made unatengeneza.
Unajua madhangu ujenga kitenge, lakini pia ni fundi wa kitenge pia anaanza kucomplain. Hii ni material mbili, unajua sijui na zinapimwaje. So there's always a story. And when you went to buy clothes, for example, if there's a sale, you're sure you won't get your size. You see, people wear big clothes as fashion, but big people wear them because of necessity, you know. But the only thing which doesn't change is your foot size. You know what they say about the foot size? What's your shoe size? Mine is 13.
Yours is?
13.
You wear size 13?
Yeah, kwa mguu. Na pia. Yeah. Unafikiri big ilitoka wapi?
Now, you're very passionate about change.
Yes,
not only for your body, but also for the soul. You want to share about that muscle?
Yes. Let me share a couple of things. Number one is I went through an experience 5 years ago. And everything in my life fell apart. And while everybody would see me, I'd be on this stage, and I'd look happy and would tell jokes. And I used to host the first session of bringing in people. But people didn't know what I was going through. I was going through a tough time in my life, which defined very many things that I am right now. One of the things that I went through was a rearrangement of my purpose, of my life. And it involved me discovering myself, discovering God, and discovering who people are around me. Now, one of the things I think which we have a problem with as a race is that we look to people for affirmation. So many of the things that we do is because of what other people are telling us to do. So I went through a very low period, and one of the things that used to depress me was how everybody's life went on while mine was stuck. Like everybody would just continue their life, but it looked like I was stuck in a particular place. And I've been in the limelight for 22 years. Like, sijawahi lipa show for 22 years. Hakuna pali nishawaienda, watu wanijui for 22 years. I mean, I have gone everywhere in the world for 22 years, free of charge. I can count for you the number of times I've actually paid to get to sleep anywhere, in a hotel or anywhere. But one of the problems is people refer to the personality, not the person. So Big Ted was bigger than life, but Ted himself was in a very different space. So everybody would think, lakini wewe ni celebs, uko na dos, uko na hii, uko na ile. But guys didn't know I was struggling with a lot of things. I was struggling with my purpose. I was struggling with my vision. I was struggling with the perception people had of me. So after going through this place, I rediscovered who God meant to me. And right now for me, guys, let me tell you, God is everything. You know, He's the beginning, He's the end. And it doesn't mean that I'm the best guy in the world. I'm just a beggar telling another beggar where I found bread. It doesn't change that I'm a beggar. It doesn't change that I am not the best in the person in the world. I'm not your SI unit of even anything spiritual or holy. I'm just like you, but I'm just telling you what I've found. So I got involved with a group of gentlemen, and we formed a group called Muscles Men's Fellowship. And we love two things. We love God and we love life. And we believe that if you build a man, then you can be able to build a home. Right now, there's a big move in the world to empower women. But who is preparing men for the empowered woman? That's why men are having a big problem accepting women in positions of power, accepting women as leaders of the home, accepting women as role models. That's why we can't seem to believe it or accept it, because you are empowered, we are not. So we feel that, why should you? And every time we try to overcome that, all this ends up in is either a fault in our purpose or our character, or it ends up in battery and many other things. So that's Muscle Men's Fellowship. But I also write a blog, and I would love all of you guys to check out my blog. Team D2D, like a team Yampira, Team D for dog, 2D, .wordpress. If you just click it, you'll see what it's all about. And I write every morning to encourage people about life. Because guys, let me tell you, there's never, ever going to be a time in your life when you'll have everything. And if life was easy, then everybody would have made it. If this was so easy, then everybody would have been a billionaire. If comedy was so easy, then everybody would have been a comedian. If doing a TV show for 7 years would have been so easy, then all the other shows will have made it to where you are. Right now, as we speak, there's a big boxing star training in the gym. As we speak, one of Kenya's biggest runners, marathoners, is looking to wake up in 3 hours to run 25 kilometers. Now, if the champion is practicing, what about you? And you're not yet a champion. So I look at life differently. I seek to encourage people. I seek to walk with people. I seek to just cheer you on as we run this race. If you fall down, I pick you up. If I fall down, you pick me up. And we win together. We're not competing, by the way. All of us have different stories, different times, different seasons.
Wow, that's very deep. Now, how is it? No? Because wewe umegrow mtaani, and now to where you are in presidency, how has that changed you? Has it changed you, if it has?
Well, at the beginning, kusema tu kweli, and I want to confess that nikiingia gavana nilikuwa najua sasa, because mimi niligrow up mtaani, and vile niliingia nikajua jo, sasa ni kujiambia pole. But when I got in there, Thank God I didn't find an opportunity. In fact, actually, there was one opportunity which I almost fell for. But thank God I didn't take it, because it will have led to a very different story. One of the things that ningependa kuambia watu wa mtaani na everybody who's here is that there's no shortcut. And for the ladies, I want you to remember one thing. What takes you there keeps you there. That the day you stop doing what took you there, then that's the end of your journey. That's the end of the door being opened. For the men, the same thing. That if you go in there not with your brain, but with anything else, the day you stop doing what took you there, then everything changes. So mimi nimeamua hivi, nimeamua mazee, mimi na God tunaweza make kitu. Mimi na God is a majority. Na nimeambia God anipatie favor kubwa sana. All right? So for example, number one, mimi sina degree. I've never gone to university. All right? But God has shown me great favor and has opened for me doors. Which simply means something to me, that with God, the odds are useless. That God can actually make a way where there's no way, Ndambuki. All right? And I know you know what I'm talking about. God making a way. Unajua Mungu anaweza kupatia kila kitu apart. God is not unfair.
Yeah.
Sauti ndio.
Sauti sikupea.
Sauti na rangi.
Sauti
na rangi.
Ni ongeza microphone sauti.
Na rangi.
Na rangi.
Na rangi.
Na rangi nilipewa.
Yeah.
Mimi ndio nilifika wa kwanza rangi ikiwa. Kuna watu walifika saa ile na wanamalizia. Today we are talking about classic men, classic edition.
Yeah.
We Kenyan men are looking for classic men. Are they there?
Well, one day I'll tell you a story about men, but today let me just say this, that even for women, and I say this as a man who has failed so many times, that stop looking for the perfect man, but try and be the perfect woman. Because you'll end up finding a man who's not perfect, and then the man will mess up you, the woman, who is trying to be perfect. So there's no perfection, but we can all seek it. For men, let us try our very best. I try and dress well, okay? I try and invest in things that outlast time. All right, it's not bad to have a Glenfiddich one bottle for 13,000 shillings and then still wear funny shoes. So I'd rather have good shoes and have a tot of Glen, but the shoes will carry me to the next bottle of Glen. But if you buy a one Glen bottle and funny shoes, you still have funny shoes and you don't have the Glen. For example, I have about 98 pairs of shoes.
98.
Yep.
But again, they are yours.
Yes, they are.
Size 13.
13.
Utashare na nani size 13?
Hiyo kwanza ni
you cannot donate to children's home.
Hiyo ni ng'ombe unaweka mguu.
Ama watakuwa wanavaa moja pamoja.
Watu wawili.
Yeah.
Ama wanakata wanatengeneza nini taya.
But you dress very elegantly, I have to
Thank
say.
you.
Yeah,
appreciate
amazing.
it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Who dresses you?
Well, it's Apakule, Toy Market, Gikosh, Jamia Mall, Mafundi Taylor 001. Amwenaki Gikosh?
They don't believe that story.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Toy Market, Jamwangu anaitwa Abdalla, endo supplier.
We've seen that size. We've seen it. We've seen the shoe. We've seen the size. We have seen everything. So now, Big Ted. Now, will your name still be Big Ted? Ama umebadilisha sasa, you may change.
No, actually, the big in front of my name was not given to me because of the size of my body. It was because of the size of my wallet.
Why does it sound like you're about to say something different?
Ulisema problem ya hii crowd.
Yeah, ni kujijazia.
Kujijazia.
Ni watu wa Nairobi wanajijaziaga.
Kabisa.
So what do you do for fun now that you've lost all this weight and you've encouraged so many people to, do that? I don't know if my lawyer is about to do that. Where's my wakili?
The chairman.
Okay, sir.
Na ushajiuliza kwa nini Watu wasoga na wademu wadogo.
Come, kujeni hapa. Kwa nini? Kujeni hapa, come over here.
No, unajua dawa ya balloon ni sindano.
Gustavo, has he encouraged you?
He has tried.
No, but he's my boy, so he knows. I have this discussion with him every time.
Yeah,
he knows that.
But him is okay. Ulikuwa unatosha na George.
Yeah, just a bit.
But him is okay. I like him now. He's full of life, man. Yeah. King, unataka si uko poa?
Sijisikii kuwakated. Niko tu sawa.
Uko sawa.
All right, so let me tell you what happens.
But to each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
I'll get to a point where I say, Ted, kuliendaje, let me try that.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. But right now
but you know the struggle with us guys getting clothes.
Yeah, but we wear good shoes, you know.
Yeah, tell them, man.
One last word, Big Ted, before you go.
It's amazing. I've been on this stage. I was on this stage for 6 years working with this guy, and my advice to all the young, budding people, and comedians and artists and everything, remember one thing, that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Some of that grass has been watered by sewage. Some of it is fake grass. Focus on watering your grass. All right? Yeah, I think it's, you know what happened here, and the PA sound of intelligent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's appreciate Big Ted. Maze, na ukifika huko juu, salimia boss. These are testimony. Yeah. That's great. You've encouraged me, bro.
Asante sana.
Thanks for inspiring us.
Thank you. Now, this guy, the first day he came on stage was here during a show by Ridiculous, and I told him something backstage. I told him, you've just made the biggest mistake of your life. Why? Because it means that every day he has to learn to run faster than the fastest, youngest comedian who's coming after him. But look at him now. Some more light, please, so we can look at him. The king.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and on UK. Just tell your other boss now that I'm not your boss, that we are still here. Mali tuacha, tuko hapa.
No, let me just promise that we shall be back when you come back on the next season.
Yeah.
Ama tuifanyie kitu State House.
Let's just do this.
At State House.
Yeah. Wherever. I'm free. Hata kuna kitu nafanya hata saa hii.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, hold on. Churchill.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, so let me do this so that I don't get fried out. Usinipigie simu kuniuliza nilifanya. Dr. Theo, all of you guys need to see a doctor. Go ask your doctor about your weight. 4% of Kenya is obese, and the number is growing daily. All right, so this Dr. Theo, for those of you who would like to know about your weight, I suggest go get yourself tested, measure your weight, learn how to eat right and to live right. And for those who want other solutions, they're available. Theo, just tell them, these thin doctors.
A very quick one. Thank you, all of you. When Ted first came to me as his doctor, he was having these Mandela buttons, you know, the ones that cry for freedom. And he was always he was having so many different problems. He was very big. He had back problems. He had a lot of things. And I realized that diet and exercise alone was not going to help him. So I referred him to a wellness program. And now we see what has happened. Yeah. Congratulations, Ted, for doing so well.
Where's your clinic? All right, so tell them how they can get you so they don't call me.
Okay. My clinic is at the greenhouse. My the phone numbers for the clinic are 0713-749-001. Thank you.
They want your number slowly. They are writing.
Madam, ndawapatia namba yangu, machali mchukue namba umse.
Yeah, you can repeat 07
0713 749 001.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Appreciate it.